Hey guys, it's Tyler here. I just wanted to start 2018 off right with 2017 review video. To kick things off, we're gonna start in May. Not only did I turn 30 on May 1st, I graduated with my doctorate a few days after that, and then 2 days after graduation, I ran my second half marathon with my buddy Josh. So it was a huge week, but honestly, one of the best weeks I've had, and probably, to be honest, the cap of my 2017 year. From there, we're gonna jump straight into June. I pretty much had an entire month back home at the ranch where I was able to hike, I was able to bike, I was able to fish. I did everything outdoors that I possibly could in that month frame that I had. So it was a great time, a great way to start off my summer. And this is gonna lead me into July. In July, I started my big boy job. It had been 3 years since I've been in the workforce due to grad school. So July, put on the big boy pants, entered the workforce, and became a contributing member of society once again. So this is gonna bring me straight from July to work into what really makes it all worth it for me. And that's gonna bring me right into September. I drew a high country mule deer tag in Colorado, another muzzleloader tag, and hunted super hard for about a week. And luckily, I was able to harvest my third high country mule deer, my second mule deer with a muzzleloader. In addition to that, I was able to help my buddy Kyle. We've been hunting together for a long time, but I was able to help him harvest his biggest mule deer to date. This is just an absolute stud of a mule deer. I watched him all week, and our second to last day, Kyle absolutely made it happen on this stud of a mule deer. October was a pretty slow month for me. I was able to sneak up to South Dakota with my buddy Josh. Unfortunately, we were not successful on the hunt, but man, we packed so much into a 2-day weekend. Honestly, I feel terrible saying this because I love and I cherish my high country mule deer so much. Josh and I worked harder in a 2-day hunt than I probably worked all week at that high country mule deer. It's a completely different aspects, totally different concept. High country mule deer, pretty much you sit high, you glass as much as you can. You let your optics do the walking for you. South Dakota, that really wasn't the case. We drove a ton, we hiked a bunch, we covered as much ground as we could. I think we hiked like 20 miles or maybe even more than that in like a 2-day weekend. It was just absolutely insane. We saw some great deer though. It was a blast, and I cannot wait to go back in 2018. This is gonna bring us into November. I took a week off and I was able to sneak back home to Colorado and hunt mule deer with my brother. It had been about 5 years since my brother and I hunted together, so I was absolutely looking forward to this hunt. It was a pretty low-key hunt, actually a fairly easy hunt to draw. I'm hoping we can do it again next year, but it was such a fantastic hunt. Unfortunately, my brother did not fill a tag. Our buddy Joe, however, did. He killed an absolute stud of a mule deer in Colorado. I think it was day 4. I did make a semi-live series of that Colorado hunt. I will link that here in the description, so if you don't mind, take a peek at those. That's gonna bring us right into December. I was able to pick up a few muzzleloader tags here in Nebraska. I'm telling you, Nebraska is such an opportunity state. You can actually shoot 2 deer here over the counter for muzzleloader. So I picked up a couple tags. Hunted my tail off. Public land, Nebraska, it's tough. It's absolutely tough. I hunted, I'll be honest, I don't know how many days. I think I went out for anywhere between 8 and 15 times. With that said, a blind squirrel occasionally finds a nut, and I got lucky and I found a decent little 2x2 whitetail that I was not gonna pass up with my muzzleloader. I was in a meat crisis and I was just absolutely ecstatic. I feel super fortunate to have filled this tag. Everyone I've been talking to around here has been telling me how bad the hunting's been over these last few years. Unless you're on private on corn, which is just not an option for me right now. So that that's gonna just wrap up this little video. I just wanted to sit here and do a quick recap of 2017. I do have some pretty exciting things, at least I feel like they're pretty exciting things happening in 2018. These will all unfold here in the next few weeks to few months. I'm gonna say this right now. This is, I guess, the big launch, the big whatever you want to call it, but I am planning on doing a weekly video in 2018. I don't know what date. The date might float based on work-life schedule. I do have a full-time job. I do put in 40+ hours a week. So some weeks it might get pushed a little late. I'm gonna do my best to get you guys videos every week. Just something I've wanted to do for a while. Now I got some time, and we'll see how this goes between the work-life balance. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned, and cheers to 2018.